What's up, everybody? It's your favorite coach's favorite coach here. And with free agency heating up, I wanted to shoot this short video to share my thoughts on the Kawhi Leonard situation. There's a lot to unpack here, but what I find most interesting is a topic that no one's talking about, and that's how Kawhi's free agency shows us just how highly the Spurs think of Gregg Popovich. Clearly, there's a communication breakdown between the two parties, Popovich and Kawhi's camp. But what's really interesting is that there's been absolutely zero talk about the Spurs parting ways with Gregg Popovich. Throughout the years, without a doubt, the front office always sides with the franchise player. A couple examples that come to mind are Orlando Magic with Stan Van Gundy and Dwight Howard, and another one is Carmelo Anthony with Mike D'Antoni. These are high-profile players with legitimate coaches, and they were able to get them fired. What's even crazier about this situation, Kawhi Leonard is on a whole nother level than Carmelo Anthony was on the Knicks and Dwight Howard was on the Magic. It's not even close. And if you think so, you're crazy. If he's healthy, Kawhi Leonard is one of the top 3 players in the NBA, just behind LeBron James and Kevin Durant. So what does this tell you about Gregg Popovich? The Spurs are the model franchise, and one of the reasons is they've been able to keep their coach for decades. In a league where you can win Coach of the Year and get fired that very year, coaching security is very hard to find. Yet all these other NBA franchises claim that they want to build a program like the San Antonio Spurs. Look at the coaches who've won championships in the past decade. Erik Spoelstra, Steve Kerr, Gregg Popovich, Rick Carlisle. These are some of the longest tenured coaches in the NBA. Now, you could easily make the case that they're the longest tenured because they're the best coaches and thus they win championships. However, I really don't buy this. I think for a coach to be successful, they should not have to deal with the constant pressure from their front office, fans, and star players. So essentially, the statement the Spurs are making with this is their head coach, Gregg Popovich, is more valuable than a top 3 NBA player. That's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this before. This is what came to my mind when I first heard this news. And what's interesting is a lot of people aren't challenging this. A lot of people aren't saying, well, the Spurs are just going to fire Popovich in order to retain Kawhi. I personally feel Kawhi's making a huge mistake leaving the Spurs. The Spurs have a culture and infrastructure that puts them in the position to succeed every single year. That's why these guys never miss the playoffs. I don't think he's going to have that same opportunity with the Lakers. I don't think a team with LeBron James and Kawhi Leonard, even Paul George, would be able to compete with the Golden State Warriors. Their perimeter defense would be amazing. They'd have to have a really strong defensive culture that emphasizes stopping the three-pointer, kind of like the Boston Celtics have if they're going to want to contend with those guys. I think once they reach the playoffs, Lonzo will become a liability, just like Ben Simmons was. If you cannot shoot, once you reach the playoffs, teams understand that, and your effect greatly diminishes. You can also double down on LeBron and clog the lanes, strategies you could not use against a shooting point guard. Anyways, guys, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and we'll see you on the next one.